I'm at grandmother's house. We're cooking the soup. We're cooking the soup for the homeless, the shelter, for the people. This, I had to start all over again because um, we were cooking outside and the soup wasn't getting done quick enough. So when it didn't get done quick enough, they were they was just turning it up, turning it up, turning it up. And I'm saying, no, it was burning. It just burnt. And so then what I did was I took it off the big pot. When I took it off the big pot, let me show you what happened. Let me show you exactly what happened. I took it off the big pot, out of this pot, because it was so burnt. So with it being burnt like this, I had to scrub it, and then to get the burnt taste out of it, I need to use one of my little recipes. So then what happened was I had to bring it home because they was cooking it too fast. You can never cook soup too fast. You have to take your time, and now you see how it's coming together. It really doesn't smell the burnt like it was because we took the burnt off and we saved it. So now I'm getting ready to do the thickening to it. And I want you all to come out and give a donation to the nonprofit Reverse the Curse. We all need a little help once in a while. This is what we do. This is what we do. And I'm glad to see you all. I'm glad to talk to you all. And make sure you all donate to Reverse the Curse. The devil thinks he's going to take over, but Isaiah 58 says, who did you feed? Who did you help? Did you close anybody? No. But today we're going to raise some money. We're going to help. I can't believe the lady, she's down in Florida and her mother has cancer. She's on my Facebook page. This is my baby girl, and I can't, she just went blank in my mind. And Lord help her, Lord bless her. Her mother has cancer. She just moved down there and she's trying to survive. This is why I know Satan works in mysterious ways. If you help somebody, God will fix it. I promise you. I was in a car accident. They lost the paperwork at Unity. They lost the paperwork to send to insurance, but they had lost it once before with Washington Hospital Center. So when they lost it with Washington Hospital Center, I knew that they were working behind the scenes. So I wanted to prove it. So the girl at insurance says, they don't have no medical records for you. They don't have anything for you. We paid all your bills. I said, oh, you did? You never went to Unity. So I called the supervisor and I called everybody. They said, I don't have anything for you. And I'm going to this doctor for 2 to 3 years. But it was an African doctor. All Africans are not bad. But when I was in prison, I went to prison because the David Barber, Jeffrey Ortel. David Barber is the clerk of court, and Jeffrey Ortel was the clerk of court. Now we got Meredith Webb. She just as much of a crook as the others. And they took $300,000 from me, and I went back through the office door, and they said, if you say anything, you're going to die and go to hell. So I still tried to give him my paperwork. When I turned around, I would never imagine that someone would spray me in the face with mace, and then the sheriff would walk up behind me, spray me. 3 lawyers, James Fawcett, Sheriff Fine, this tall attorney, David Barber. Oh man, they beat me so bad, pulled me back. My whole body was swollen. So then, about a year later, they took the house 4433 19th Place in fraud. When they took that house in fraud, the car, they tried to kill me. They hit me in the back, went in the yard, came back and hit again, went up. I couldn't move, Came back. The guy looked like he had a gun. I had this African in the car. He didn't have a green card, but he got it now. And we will call him in. We will. But he wouldn't come in and he wouldn't testify. I don't know. They had to get to him some kind of way. But the doctor, he said that, I'm not supposed to have an x-ray or whatsoever, but they gave me x-rays. Now I got all these bills. I got everything to pay. And they couldn't find the bills then. So now they dismissed the case because there was no evidence, no records. But Unity Healthcare, that supervisor there, she knows that she sent the records to him 5 times. She knows I have a lot of injuries. Even the car is not fixed. A paid in full insurance company. And the judge says, no, you're not getting anything. So why do you have insurance for 1 year if they're not going to pay you for your insurance, Liberty Mutual? My leg was broke 7 places. Liberty Mutual didn't pay. Liberty Mutual said you missed your statute of limitations. But I had an attorney. The attorney was William Johnson. William Johnson ran out with Liberty Mutual case. The Brandywine, they said I couldn't stay in the Brandywine because I was a prostitute or whatever. And then they had to pay me my civil rights violation, $1,500. My husband said, no, we are not taking that. So the attorney never even furnished the case. He got missing. Then the other, matter of fact, William Johnson told me, Felicia, I can't put your name in this case because if we put your name in this case, we're going to lose. Your name is not good. I don't care what my name is. They don't make me. They don't break me. They don't do none of that. Nothing. As yesterday in Caswell County Courthouse, the judge, they done brought me there 2 years, can't find an attorney. I asked for a speedy trial, and I asked for it to be dismissed because you can't find me a court-appointed attorney. Dismiss this case after 2 years for me going to a library. I sued the Attorney General of North Carolina. I sued Caswell County and the guys who took the equipment and thought that I was going to sleep with them. They still got the equipment on their property. I paid for the insurance, business insurance. These people got everything. But what they tell me is the secretary, Sherry Lux, get a lie detector test. She said, yeah, we know we filed in the wrong case, Felicia. We know, but what you need to know, you're going to pay to play. This is our courthouse. You got to pay the lawyers. Then you got to pay in the clerk. You know what I told her? I'm going to take your clerk's license because you're moving paperwork. That's what I want. Money ain't the thing with me. Money don't mean nothing to me. You got me messed up. You all took $300,000 from me. My husband left me $1 million. Then you claimed that my mother and father owned all these taxes. You took that. Because I had to pay. We ain't losing no land. We ain't losing nothing. Then you threw me in jail September the 29th and took my grandmother's house on the other side and gave it to the cartel. Now, listen to me, because I'm going to preach to you, okay? You ain't going to get but so much news, but you're going to get the truth from me because I don't care, okay? Listen, real good. My grandmother's house and 338 Baldwin Road, Burlington, North Carolina. Wells Fargo know that I paid $750 to the clerk of court. Clerk of court did not deposit that check. When the clerk of court did not deposit that check, I couldn't get the house. The same guy that bidded on it, my uncle married Marion Jones. Then she turned into a Richmond, moved her in his house. The nephew come and take the house for $15,000 because the nephew said she owed them money. So I buy the house. I go and try to help. And plus that, I had gave them money to help pay a lawyer. Come to find out, it was all fraud. He paid $15,000 for it. The lady had already paid for the house in April. She's from El Salvador. She says, Felicia, you're in my house. I said, what house? That's my uncle's house. Since I was 16 years old. That's my uncle's house. No. I paid Sammy Pinero for that house $160,000. So the clerk of court, not only the clerk of court, those attorneys, they knew that house was sold. Let me tell you how they did it. $15,000 turned into $160,000. Then they flipped the $160,000. Now you look online, it's $240,000. Then my grandmother's house is $140,000. The house right next to it is $300,000. So the clerk of court and all of them goes under bidding, and I asked to get another audit to show them where it was wrong. They says no. Then I filed an appeal. They says no. I filed the appeal and went to the country to file on that case. They threw me in jail. When I was in jail, let me tell you what they did. Picked me up and body slammed me. Kicked me all around in that floor. Cassville County, get the video. Not only did they kick me all around in that floor, they made me walk around naked. Now you know I got a body, and I look good. Don't let me put no makeup on. Don't let me put that fake stuff on like you all do. Don't make me do that. I can turn to a beauty queen and make your man bow down to me. Okay. So, listen. I got the tools to work with too. But anyway, I love the Lord. And since my husband died, I'm not even into that. But anyway, listen. So, what had happened was they made all this money. Then they made $190,000 on the bids. So really what they done made off this property is $500,000. They got my $3,700. The clerk of court, Meredith Webb, Jeffrey Artell, and the judges in Cassville County and Alamance County, they the biggest dope dealers ever. North Carolina, Alamance County, Durham, Greensboro. This is a portal. So, if the boys don't work for them, the judges and the lawyers, they in trouble. You see this right here? You see that? My son hit me in the head with a brick because I told him, you don't play with me. And they know that. That's why they'll run. So he had his little white girls in the car and all of that. So when the police came, the police says, tell them your mother did it and we're going to let you off. So they told him that I did it. So I got caught. They called me for an assault. I can't even work because I'm running to the court every month 3 and 4 times on bullshit. So when I got to the doctor's office, police come over there charging me. Talay said, Mama, what you think? These boys gonna let me do what I want to do and they ain't gonna charge me? I'm gonna do... Mama, come on, I'm just not going to show up for court. I said, boy, you better come show up for court. Them white boys going to only let you go for a little while. And then when they let you go, then you're going to be in more trouble than you can get out of. But see, now the evidence is out. The cat is out the bag. The FBI, why you ain't came in? Not only that, guess what they named my case? 45. Because I'm a Trump supporter, whether you like it or not. I'm a Trump supporter. I will eat. That's why they wrecked the car. And when they hit the car, the ambulance guys and the guy that took the police report didn't even take a complete report because they told me to tell Trump to come and get it. Okay? So then... when I come down here, this is why I know it's the Democrats. I know it's the demons. So I come down here. He tell me just take that on out with you. Those papers, take it on out with you. Judge says, I'm going to show you how to dismiss your First, Second, and 14th Amendment. So I got a reverse the curse national.org. Nobody donates. Nobody give me nothing. I guess everybody dirty. I guess the church is dirty. I guess everybody dirty. Because if you're dirty, you can't fight. If you're dirty, be dirty. Don't care. Be dirty. But get what belongs to you. I don't care what you do. But one thing you're not going to do. You're not going to use our black men and you all using that white courthouse to take property, to take lives, to put them in jail and kill them. Not only the black guys, you're doing the white guys too. The guy that's working on my car, his son was found dead in Alamance County. And I know why. Because when they beat me real bad, I'm going to show you my finger right here if you could see it. The blood was hanging out my finger. They wouldn't, all that was blood hanging out. And it was showing the bone. And they said, push it back in and take some Tylenol and go on back to the back. Then one day my heart was hurting real bad, but it was the muscle spasm tightened up too bad. So when the muscle spasm tightened up too bad, it's just a lot of pain. My neck, one side of my neck is one side larger than the other. They put their knee in it. It's like they done killed the other people. I go to attorneys, they scared. But what I want you to know, I will never be scared. Because I love my black race. I love my white race. I love my red race. I love my Jews. I got all kinds of people. But one thing we got to understand. We can't go out like this. Grandmother told me, Lisa, don't you be out there after dark. They'll kill you. Don't you go out there after dark and ride in those roads. They'll kill you. I said, Grandma, they ain't going to do me like that. He said, Lisa, they'll hang you in a tree. I walk all over the farm sometimes and listen to my grandmother, how she told me about how they would hang you, how they took black people land, how granddaddy played a card game, and then some guy lost, and then the guy was friends with the white guy, and they took half of my grandfather's land. Our land went all the way back over on the other side. So this is what I'm saying. If you see me cry, pay no mind. I lost my best friend. I've lost 32 friends. And, it's cool. It's cool. Lost my husband, lost my daddy. It's cool. What we have to do now is do what God wants us to do. Take back what the devil has stolen. And this is not all about black people. Black, white, red, green, all people. We going through. Tribulation's getting ready to hit. And I can't explain to the guys, they all just want sex, sex, sex. They make me sick. How can you have sex? Your life ain't even together. How can you have sex? You already got a woman. How can you have sex and last night you were with one woman, next night you with another? How can you have sex? You got a wife. And then you women looking at me. I don't want your husband. You don't even want him. Don't look at me. We trying to make money. I don't want nothing somebody else had. If I know you had them, I want somebody not in town. I don't even want to know your wife. I want you to be away from her for a while. Don't bring me no husbands. Don't bring me no boyfriends. Bring me a man that's ready to take care of business. If you could take care of business in the streets, I know you could take care of business in the bed. So, let's get back to business. Anyway, let's do what we can do and let's survive this. God said go out and feed the people. I am so tired and I can't wait for this soup to be finished. And I think it will once I finish cleaning my pot. Everything will be okay. But I do want you all donate to Reverse the Curse National.org. I want to try to start some investigations from Caswell County, Alamance County, Washington, D.C. The House 4433 19th place that we've been talking about for the past 12, 14 years. They came